103.5 KTU, the beat of New York. Caroline Bermudez with Greg T in the morning and Meghan Trainor. Woohoo!
We here.
We
Good
are
morning.
so excited to have you here. The album is out. Treat Myself.
Yes.
I love that you're using that phrase because it's all about self-care, treating yourself, and I love the anthems on the album. Greg T and I were actually watching the video.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. You and Nicki Minaj.
Thank you.
It's so great. It's a
That was
terrific
like,
video.
thank you so much, dude.
Yeah.
That was my treatment. I wrote that whole thing
You did?
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did.
I was going to ask, why did you come up with like the corporate vibe? Like what
My
happened?
mom was like crazy because all of this is because of my mom. We were traveling to London a lot because we're doing The Voice UK.
Yeah.
And she's like, you got to watch Working Girl. It's like this 80s movie
Yes.
if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And it's like a crazy thing that women are in the office and they're just running stuff. And I loved the movie and I was like, that should be Nicki Minaj and I should be in an office like with a cute 80s theme but kind of modern, and we should be dancing on tables.
Instead of the shoulder pads, you guys brought out the puff sleeves, which I brought out today.
I
I
love
was
a
like,
puffy
I'm here for it. I love it. So everybody's been talking about the collaboration between you and Nicki Minaj and how she retired, but only Meghan could bring her out of retirement.
So not true. It's crazy. Yeah. People are like, how'd you do that? I'm like, I didn't. I did not. She actually put out a song. What's that big song that she has right now? Tusa. Love that song. She's amazing. But also, that was just like a fun tweet one day, I think. I'm not sure. She can do whatever she wants.
How many different voices can you do? Like I can.
Am I going into my accents?
I can
We love
just
them.
laugh at you all day. Really, you're such a.
sorry.
I'm so smitten by you. You have such a great humor. Like, where does your sense of humor come from?
My bros. My
Really?
bros are hilarious. They're quiet right now, but also my father.
Oh.
That dude needs his own TV show.
Oh, Gary, he
there
is
you
the
are. My
man.
mom's
Yes.
like, no.
I met him. I asked him when he came in, I was going to say, are you a part of the team? And then I was like, well, I knew it was your dad. But then he's so charming. So
Yeah.
is that where you get your sense of humor?
I think so, and the charm is definitely. My mom is so sweet and shy, but my dad's like, "Hey, how you doing? Let's be friends, stranger."
Oh,
Like
he was great.
We did a meet and greet at Brookstone last night for like 200. We didn't. Barnes Noble.
Same
Books,
stuff.
Words are hard.
Books,
We did
massagers,
it.
it's
was
all
a
the
long
same
night,
thing.
and my dad like talked to every single guest that came out, and I was like, "Oh man, this is like I'm working and he's working." Like it was nice.
You know what? I saw a really beautiful profile of you. It was years ago on CBS Sunday Morning, I believe it was. And it talked about the history of your family and how influential your father has been. I think that's the reason why I recognized you. Is that where you got the music bug? Because I believe, is it true that you...
100%.
Is
Yeah.
that okay?
Yeah, he was a music teacher at
Mm-hmm.
one point in his life. He's had many lives. It's crazy. And so for Christmas, Santa would get me a keyboard.
Oh.
And I remember freaking out and be like, "Dad, Santa got me a keyboard." He's like, "No, that's for me." And I was like, "What?" But he used that keyboard and he would wake me up every morning while singing me a song that he wrote on the spot, or like a "Good morning, baby girl, wake up." And I was like, "Ah!" So yeah, and then he would play music in the church while we grew up and have me perform at the church with him. So it's all him for sure.
I just
tell
love
you,
this.
All the accents. That's 4 already.
I'm sorry.
Already. I'm
Do
just counting
not
them.
apologize. We want you in your purest form, and
Yeah.
if you're
Thank you.
comfortable doing all of your accents, we love it. So
Oh, no.
we covered "Nice to Meet You," but I do want to talk about some of the other songs on the album because
Yes.
last night I did a little, preview.
Research.
And I put it on, and immediately when funk comes on, my 4 and my 6-year-old look at me wide-eyed and said, "Mommy, what did she just say?" I said, "Honey, that is funk," So they love that song. You are the queen of all bops. So what does it take to write a bop these days?
Oh man, I love writing stuff that haunts you in your sleep. That's
Yeah.
like really catchy, and I always say like. It's easy to digest, like it's yummy, it's easy to eat, because it's not too complex, not too complicated. And that one my brother actually wrote. I was like, I want to do like an Uptown Funk, but my female anthem version. And how could I use funk in a cool, different way? And my brother texted me, "I missed the way we used to funk," and I was like, "Pooh, that's it.
It is.
That's it. It's perfect." And I remember when I was younger, hearing the songs that would take a word like funk and be like, that's not a swear, but you can use it like both ways. And I thought it was so cool and funny and fun. I'm like, the radio could play this?
Totally.
So I definitely wanted to have one of those like on my checklist.
Well, you have it because this morning when I FaceTimed my kids, they were both singing it. And I'm sure they're going to sing it at their preschool. So that's fine. No, you know what? We're introducing new audiences to your music. So now for people who have not checked out the full album yet, like how would you describe it? Because I feel like every artist tells a story. And what is the story on this album?
That's a tough one. Yeah, mine's not really like a journey, I guess. I don't know. It was 3 years of, it's like a big chapter in my life. 3 years is a long time. I was a total different person when I started this. I went through a lot of crazy anxiety and came out of it because I had my second vocal surgery. So that sucked. I had a low. And then I got engaged and got married and like lived my best life and was so happy. Went on a honeymoon, a family moon. So we did a lot during this writing process. And I wanted to write songs that related to everyone, not just a bunch of love songs. So I brought my sassy Love Myself anthems in because I need them and I know the world could use them. 2020, let's love ourselves more.
Yes.
And then I asked my brother, like, what's your love life like, man? Because I'm boring. I'm just in love and like an old woman now. And he wrote a lot of great songs. He wrote I Miss the Way We Used to Funk and he wrote Lie to Me. So those are like my two special songs that are not about my love life, but about his.
How funny is that? Now, Greg T had told me that when he listened to the album that he wishes he had hair so that he could like flip it,
right?
You know, just like
we got the sass for sure. I've heard a lot of people say this album's just full of bops, and I'm like, yeah,
it is. It is.
When I hear your music, I feel like I can just dance around like I'm Meghan Trainor. And
As you should.
And I just shake
you
myself around.
You deserve that.
So you got engaged. So how did it all go down? Were you surprised?
Well, yeah, I was very surprised because it was my birthday and he's so smart and he took me to Palm Springs, but he didn't tell me where we're going. So it was like an hour or two, like a drive. And I was like, just so you know, if you murder me, like my family knows who I'm with. I was so scared. And then he brought me to this like zoo where they take in animals out there in Palm Springs. And but it was like a small zoo and they covered it with lights. That's like what they do every year for Christmas. I had no idea. And I cry when I see a lot of lights. Like there's something that physically happens to my body that's just pure joy. Mm-hmm. And so we were riding around before it even opened. We got like a special tour. And I was like, man, you killed my birthday this year. Like, I don't know what you're going to do next year. And then there was a tunnel of lights. And I was ready to Snapchat it. And he was like, could you just put your phone down for 1 second? And I was like, gulp, like this is happening. And then I was like, but I have rules. Like my family's supposed to be here. They're not here. How is he going to do this? And he got down on one knee and I heard like someone running towards me and it was my brother. And then I was like, my family is here. It's happening.
I will cry right now.
And really, just like you touched on earlier, Carolina, this is so great. Really, we don't meet very many artists that their family is just so important to them.
They're so important.
It's refreshing to know how you feel, you know, where the support comes from.
Yeah, I want to understand a family moon. Like, what was that all? You had a honeymoon and then a family moon, or was
they're my best friends, and I never get sick of them. I know it's weird. People are like,
it's not weird at all. I'm the youngest of 6, and my brothers and sisters are my best friends.
Lives, like they live in my house, and they threaten to like leave me, and I'm like, don't ever leave me. As soon as they're like, when you have kids, we're out. I'm like, don't, because I need a babysitter.
Exactly.
And I need you.
Yes.
But yeah, they're my best friends. I never get sick of them, and like I've been on a vacation with Daryl alone, and we loved it. It was great. It's quiet,
but you lose things to talk about. You're like, okay, I need entertainment.
We're like
your brother
constantly
needs to
watching
do
like Murder or like Dr. Phil. Like I'm like, I want my family. I want to do like fun. They're so funny too that like they bring the laughter, and I love moments where I can be like, isn't this amazing?
Yes.
Instead of telling them later, like, yo, that was tight. I wish you were there. You know?
Share that's the beauty of it. You're sharing your life with your family, the most important people. I understand it completely. So
and like when you can do it, you know what I mean? Like I'm so blessed with this career, and the best part is like I get to spoil my family and take them around the world, like to Bora Bora. That's like Instagram dreams.
Oh my God, that's bucket list.
That's bucket list. I was like playing with the water, like, is this dye? Like, is this water dyed? It's gorgeous.
So you got to live a little bit of like your own life for a while, because when you came out, you were touring, you were doing all of these shows, you're promoting. So that's great.
I was alone.
Yeah,
but it was
then
great.
Now that you've found your partner and you took your family along with you, but now you're getting back in the grind. And let's talk more about the album, because the Pussycat Dolls, for example, nice little throwback. So tell us about working with them. Like, I know you weren't allowed to talk about it for a while.
I wasn't. These were secrets, so it's like hard to open up about it, because I'm like, what am I allowed to say? I'm allowed to say all of it. So I became friends with Nicole a long time ago because I was on the TV show called The Four, and she was shooting I say it wrong every time.
The Masked
Singer.
Yeah.
I'm like, The Mask.
Yeah.
She was shooting that. Great show. And and we made friends. And then I sent her genetics one day and was like, I heard there's a rumor about the Pussycat Dolls. I don't know, but would you like this song? Do you like this? And she sent me a voice note that was like, oh my God, babe. She calls me babe.
Yeah.
She's like, babe, this is such a smash. And then she came over to the studio and recorded it in front of my face. And the girl sings. Like,
Yeah.
one take, done, perfect.
100%.
And she's like, we should do a sing off. And I was like, no. She's like, no, we should like do a battle moment of like I'll go,
Back
you
and
go,
forth?
back and forth.
Yes.
So towards the end of the song, you'll hear me singing, then her singing, and then she ends it because I
Well,
was like, you need to seal the deal.
Yeah.
And she did.
I'm here for the video. I just want to see your moves.
I want a
to see your
video.
Pussycat Doll moves.
I just need the
them.
monies for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's expensive to do a video.
It is. It is. Now, okay, so we're going to talk about your tour with Maroon 5.
Yay.
Did you ever talk to them? Is this like a management thing? Or
This is a management
it's
thing.
It's a management
fully.
thing. So
They're like, did you call Adam? I'm like,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I've never spoken to Adam. Like I've spoken to him once after the Super Bowl at his after party.
Okay.
And he's the nicest guy. His mom was there. His family was there. And I was like, you're just like me. But I hope that I can at least write one song with him on tour.
Oh.
Or like say holler, you know, like
Yeah.
for 1 second. Maybe get someone's number. I don't know. We could be friends.
Yeah, you guys
He's friends
could-
with Charlie Puth. So like, hello.
Yeah, that's like instant
Me.
connection.
Yeah.
And then also, I did want to touch on the Dr. Phil moment on Carpool Karaoke
Yes.
where you were literally hyperventilating. That is the way that I would feel if I ever saw Oprah. But
Exactly.
I
You
do
get
have
it.
to share my favorite Dr. Phil. People know that on Friday nights at 8 o'clock, that's when I sit down and watch Dr. Phil. This is how jumping my
You're a
Friday
fan
nights are.
too?
Did you see the woman who does 10,000 steps a day?
Yes!
My sister sent me
I love
the
her.
episode. Yes.
Dude, she walks around her
and she eats her
coffee
yogurt
table.
and everything. I was like, I
Dude.
didn't think other people understood how helpful he is.
He saves the world and we're not worthy.
Yes.
Honestly. Like we've done nothing for him except give him like a bunch of money. But like he helps so many people, like every day, multiple people.
Yeah.
I got to go to a live show. The greatest day of my life.
So
The
amazing.
tension in that room.
Oh, I cannot
Girl,
wait.
we had
Seriously.
one girl like she's like, I'm leaving, and I was like, leave.
Yes,
like,
we're here
walk
for it.
past me.
Oh my
It was so
gosh.
good.
Okay.
Do you follow TikTok on
I worship TikTok. Have
You
you
do?
not seen my TikTok? Because I'm very good at it.
I watch all the kids dancing to your songs.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Do you have any favorite videos?
So many.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. You won't know my videos though.
You could sit there and watch TikTok forever.
You should go to my TikTok. Hey, go to my TikTok and go to my hearted videos because they're top notch. I sit there for hours and I get the best.
What do you think's happening with social media with TikTok? I mean, it's exploding,
It's-
and everybody's on it.
It's just like it's our attention. It's like how we all have ADD, I think, and we're all just like next. That's great. Yes.
How important do you think it is for artists to have songs like on TikTok?
It's so important, and it's tough. I have some friends that are artists that are like, I don't want to do all the social media, and sometimes it's like, oh no, what do I post? How do I say it? And it's stressful when it doesn't have to be. It should be like a fun way to connect with your fans and show off, like, look at this cool stuff we get to do. So it's the most important for sure.
And how's being a judge on The Voice UK going?
It's so good.
Yeah.
We're about to fly after this. We're about to go back and do like the knockout rounds, which I'm terrified of because I hate the hardest part is saying goodbye to these cuties that I fell in love with and watching their dreams like get destroyed, you know?
Well, Megan, we cannot thank you enough for stopping by. We love you. You can always
love
come
you
over
so
to
much.
KTU, and we want people to support Treat Myself. The album is out now. And, of course, the single Nice to Meet You, that's with Nicki Minaj. We are playing it here at KTU, and we appreciate you. We wish you nothing but continued success.
I love you. You're the
Thank
best
you.
questions. This was like the best
thank you
interview.
so much.
I love you.